Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ay,
Okay. Okay.
wow!
Okay. Okay.
Alright, we back. Jadon, what's that?
What's what?
What's that? 21-9.
Bakok sila.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, that one like 20.9.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
All right, good evening, folks, and welcome out to the fifth round of our Caribbean Porsche Cup. We're currently at the Sachsenring, and I do believe I have that correct. I've actually been practicing the name of this track here today, and I want to say welcome out to the fifth round here. We've got 8 guys. It's been a tough week, I should say, and we don't have the contingent that we would have loved to have here at the Sachsenring, but nevertheless, we
The
have
real thing is survive in the race now.
we have the guys here, and yes, that is
Yeah.
indeed so. With this car and these tracks, I'll tell you
Your tires
what,
overheating.
it has not been
Badly.
easy
And it's
for
been the
these
same as
guys.
last week.
For this championship
Strangely enough, mine
series
didn't
in
overheat last week by much.
Oh, oh,
I had very little aero, but I also had the car like the front was super stiff and the rear was super soft.
hmm.
Those
Looks like
are
Canada's
our
made up that
competitors
big
there
so.
having a conversation about car setup, which is something I would love to continuously hear about during our sessions.
Ah,
But of
boy.
course, while we do
I
have
really make much of a
ongoing
setup this time.
sessions, not a lot of talking does go on. So
Terrible
I do
idea.
like to listen in sometimes. But we do
Yeah,
have
see, I'm
a
that.
show to get on the road here tonight, and I'm going to try my best to speak over them because I do not want to be away
Vertical
from
driving
the
car.
Discord channel actually. As being the race
And I need it.
director, I also need to keep in communication with
So
these
mine is
guys,
more close to stock
and of course,
as well.
with it being in between sessions, I do allow the conversing to happen. So, yeah, let's get ready to go. As free practice is over now, we'll get ready to go into qualifying.
So I tried
Right,
the low
yeah,
fuel for
we've
quali,
got about 28 seconds to go there.
but I don't know, it feel kind of undrivable. Like I was slower.
The front race is,
Yeah, well, that is problems.
yes. Yeah, you have to fix. And then when you do that suspension geometry mashup, whole head top down, you mess with the right side.
Here we go. Qualifying
Whoa,
is
where's
live.
quality?
Oh, give me a sec here. Let me forward it forward. And just a little bit of intervention here to get the qualifying up, as I did see
Oh, look at the ping.
practice practice wanting
97% grip?
to
What,
go
what going
again.
on here?
Practice 2 hours.
Did that help it? Oh, I think we're off now. All right. All right, give me a sec here, guys. Not sure which instance that was. Uh, yeah, I think we are ready now to go qualifying.
167.
Go ahead and rejoin, guys, and then I'll forward it forward. So giving you guys 5 minutes to rejoin in the server here. Then I'm going to forward it to the practice session.
I've been kicked somewhere. Let me try this again.
Yeah, if you're being kicked, just try to rejoin. You might have joined too soon. You guys still getting kicked?
Yeah, I got kicked again.
Yeah, I got kicked again too.
All right, let me stop this server and then restart it. Not quite sure why this is happening. Should have been A-OK.
I actually joined just fine.
Yeah, other persons probably would have connection issues, which is something that we've noticed before. All right, go ahead, rejoin. Seems like no one's being kicked. Alright, anybody else being kicked?
Yeah, I got kicked again.
Alright, just give it a sec. Close off content manager and try joining again.
Okay.
Saying a real penalty error rejoin.
Yeah, make sure you close off the content manager. It's not running in the taskbar. Probably you're no longer being kicked, correct?
Yeah, I'm
I
all
just
good.
got kicked.
Yeah, I got kicked again too.
Alright, we're gonna stop this server, completely let it off for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna start it back. Give it a sec here.
Okay.
Mm.
Alright, go ahead and join, guys.
Oh my god, just lose my setup.
Like, deleted from the save file loops?
Oh, I overwrote it by accident. GG's.
Wow. My goodness.
Okay.
Kicked again.
This happening for anyone
I got
else?
kicked as well.
My goodness.
Like if you just keep rejoining it, eventually work.
Yeah, just keep trying. Because There's only 2 persons right now, 3 persons I can see being kicked right now, which is Mate, Saphir, and Dominic. Saphir should be in there. Keep trying. Oh goodness. Keep trying, guys. Make sure to close off Content Manager before you try joining again. And also, which method are you trying to join by? Nitish, which method are you trying to join by?
So from the live timing page on the web, I'm pressing join from down there. So that's where I'm joining from.
Alright, try from the in-game. So you could go to online and then recent. Should be able to see the server there. Try joining from. Saphir, do the same. Try joining from Content Manager online and then go to recent, top left. Should be able to see our server. Join from there.
Yeah, I was joining from there. But like when I join in, it's leaving me in for like, I don't know, like 30 seconds, then it's kicking me.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm getting kicked instantly.
I think I got here now.
Yeah, so probably close off Content Manager and try again.
Yeah, I think I'm in now though. I'm gonna just give it like 15 seconds. If it doesn't kick me, we could start. Yeah, I think I'm in there.
Dominic, you good?
It seems so.
Alright. Good then. I hope it doesn't do the same thing when I forward, but anyway, you got 9 seconds. Actually, it's about to go forward into qualifying on its own, so. It says we have 1.5 minutes more to go. And I can see Zayad joining now in the chat. Zayad just about to go qualifying. Zayad, we're just. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Yeah, I was saying Zayad, you can try to join the server now. We're about to go qualify. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, see we.
Is Stefan cutting off anyone else?
Yeah, he's cutting out. for me.
Yeah. Sick.
Okay.
My Z button doesn't want to work properly.
Man bound his push to talk to his V.
Hey, FPS player here, dude.
Whoa.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. A little bit of technical difficulties here. We get into qualifying now. Qualifying is live. Qualifying is live. As we get into qualifying now, did have some technical difficulties there with the guys switching over from practice into qualifying session. But they're out now of pit lane, and we're going to follow along with Dominic Charles as we take a lap around the Sachsenring here for our 5th round of the Caribbean Porsche Cup. And that's called the Omega Curve, or I should say the Omega Curve. It might be translated as in English. Dominic does go back into pit lane there. I did see Jaden Harrison go ahead as well. We've got Giovanni Melville there as well. Did we lose Xavier? qualifying is a go here. And I do want to see, well, that Saphir ahead of Jaden Harrison there. So I'm looking around to see who else is ahead. It's number 7. That would be Giovanni Melville. Or it's actually Rob Pertab who's going to start off the lap here for us as he heads down the Automotor und Sport Kurven. And here we go into Omega Kurven now. And I mean, German is quite easy, isn't it? I mean, curving, you can tell it's trying to say curve. If you were to translate it to English here, it's supposed to be curve, or as a correct translation might be corner. So I do think that German is quite an easy language to try. But of course, I've never tried it. Maybe until I do, then I'll know the difficulty for sure. But some words you just get, I should say. As Robert Tab does lose that fastest sector one time there. As he continues on, he's got a green in sector 2. He is the person though on the lead lap for qualifying at this moment, and we're going to follow him along as he completes this lap and tries to get a significant time here on the board. Of course, he's got 7 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. It's a 1:22.5 there from Raw Pratap. Jaden Harrison is the second one to cross. It's a 1:21.853. Zafir Oroshandin with a 1:23.887. Giovanni Melville with a 1:24.705. Sorry, 704. And it's Zayad Razak with a 1:23.363 now as he crosses the line. Where's Dominic Charles? He's seen purple through sector 1. What about Mitesh Ramdani? He's up there ahead of Dominic Charles on the track as he's got a 1:24 now ahead of Giovanni Melville. Matthias Parker here, nothing yet from him. It's a second purple sector there for Dominic Charles. The man from Trinidad as he slides out of that corner there to get back on the power. He might have lost some time here, but is it enough to take him ahead of the Jamaican Jaden Harrison? He even dips his tire in the gravel there. His second fastest with a 1:22.031. Matthias Parker now comes across the line. He's now going to begin a flying lap there, the Guyanese. Where is Raw Pratap? Can he do better here? I'm still seeing yellow sectors from him. What about Zayad Razak? Is doing better here. Seeing the green there through sectors 1 and 2, which essentially means that he's doing better than his previous time through those 2 sectors there. As he's got a bit of traffic ahead of him. He does get out of the penultimate turn. A little bit of wobble, and it's not enough there to go faster than his previous time. What about Raw Pratap? Getting around here through sectors 2. Jaden Harrison behind him. Matthias Parker should be coming around to close this lap now. And he's going to finally be able to get a time on the board here is Matthias Parker. Robert Tab sets the fastest sector 2 time there with a 16.861. So let's switch back to him as Matthias does go 4th fastest with that one. Robert Tab now in a significant position here to go head-to-head with Dominic Charles, but it's not enough. Jaden Harrison across the line, he goes fastest with a 1:21.492 now. What about Dominic Charles? Is he doing anything? This looks like an outlap from him. Giovanni Melville, unfortunately, not going faster on this lap. What about Safir Roshan? Then he just crosses over there to begin a flying lap, but it seems as though he's slowing down way too much, is he? Maybe he's just taking his time here, looking at how those tires are heating up. What about Raw Pratap? Nothing yet here from the Guyanese. Mitesh Ramnani crosses the line to begin a flying lap now. As Jaden Harrison now takes the first sector away from Dominic Charles. It's a 43.618 there from the Jamaican. He's not that far off from his personal best time there in Sector 2, Jaden Harrison. Let's stick with the Jamaican here. See if he goes even faster than the 21. 4.92 now. Comes out of the penultimate turn. He does. He puts in a 21.360 there. Jaden Harrison. Where is Dominic Charles on this lap? Not doing so well. What about Matthias Parker? He's now beginning the one, but it seems as though he's moving quite slowly there. His qualifying does have just about 2 minutes and 36 seconds now. Giovanni Melville does go 7th fastest there ahead of Mitesh Ramdani, who is seeing a green sector there coming out of Sector 2. So it's a little bit of fight here for this 7th position. He comes out of the penultimate turn now. He retakes that 7th position from Giovanni Melville. Where's Zayad Razak on this lap? Nothing doing right now. Safir Roshan then not seeing a time here through Sector 1 just yet from the Guyanese. And he's trying different lanes here. There's nothing given though there for that extraordinary lane that he took there. Still a yellow sector from him there in the first sector. Let's stay with him to see if he produces anything here through the second sector. It's not that far off. 2/10 is not that far off of his personal best time. But he's got to pick up the pace here if he want to get out of this 5th position. Matthias Parker still holding on to that 3rd position ahead of Raw Pratap as well. Comes out of the penultimate turn. Safir Roshan then cannot improve on that lap. What about Raw Pratap here now? Oh, just too wide there from the Guyanese. Yep, gonna lose a lot of time on that one, and he knows it. He's gonna give up on that lap. Just a minute now left to go here in qualifying. What about Dominic Charles? Nothing yet. I wonder if this is an outlap from him. We're going to stay with the Trinidadian though, as he makes his way down into, as Jaden Harrison now goes even faster in Sector 1 with a 43.594. Dominic Charles comes out of the penultimate turn to begin a fast lap now. This will be his final lap here. But is it fast? It's going to be fast enough to dethrone Jaden Harrison at the moment. Jaden about to cross over the finish line here. This is the penultimate turn. He goes uphill. Oh, he actually slows down there towards the ending of that lap, so we'll never know his fastest time around here in qualifying trim, as the checkered flag is waved now. Can Dominic Charles dethrone the Jamaican here for pole position? Oh, it's 600ths of a second now that separates him and his fastest time through that Sector 1. He's got a lot of time to make up here actually. It's 9/10s down there through Sectors 2. 900ths of a second rather. Matthias does hold on to that position. Raw Pratap is still on a lap right now though, as he goes even faster there. Raw Pratap 22 flat almost. Dominic Charles does go faster, but it's not enough to take that 21.360 out of the way from Jaden Harrison. Jaden, your pole sitter for that one, ladies and gentlemen. as we have this little break now in the session. I just want to say welcome on board to Lap Ally, is our new partner in this event. Going forward, Lap Ally is actually a producer, an application maker here for Assetto Corsa, and they provide the what you call the applications here. That it's not quite this at the moment. We didn't have a chance to switch over, but similar to what you're seeing on your screen right now, they do provide us with this sort of doing two things at once here. This sort of mechanism going forward is called a dashboard for our competitors, and yeah, so Lap Ally is now on board with us. They're on Patreon. If you want to get those applications, it's a pretty nice, neatly well done application here. Unfortunately, we were unable to install it. We ran out of time this week, quite frankly, to be looking at sim racing. It's unfortunate, but life does get in the way sometimes. And Jaden Harrison, though, with that fastest lap there. As a matter of fact, at 8:30 tonight, this server was dead, I should say, with guys not being able to make it just yet to their computers. It's been a long week, I should say, a tough week rather, for a lot of us. And I mean, sim racing does come second, unfortunately, to most of these guys, including myself sometimes. Yeah, let's give it up for Lap Ally for coming on board with us, and not forgetting Darthan Investments and Subbies Sandwiches and Cafe, our other two partners here for this event. Qualifying is over and done with. We are ready, ladies and gentlemen, to get the race on the way. Just remember that it's a 45-minute race, and within that 45-minute period, they've got a 30-minute window for a mandatory pit stop where they must change their tires. Taking a look at our YouTube right now. Just want to say thank you very much, the listening ear, for subscribing. Guys, if you have not already, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell as well for when we do go live or upload videos. Here's the switch over. There we are, ready to go racing here at at the Sachsenring for round 5 of our Caribbean Porsche Cup. Jaden Harrison will lead Dominic Charles into that first corner. We're going to be looking at that quite intently, ladies and gentlemen. One minute left to go here. It's a little bit of a countdown to get the race going, but these guys do have to switch from their qualifying setups into their race setups, so you want to give them ample time in order to do so. So the leaderboard seems to be a little bit messed up at the moment. Proper tab there shown in first position, but he's actually in third. Sorry, that should be fourth rather. Actually, no, he is in third. See him there on the grid. Matthias Parker losing that position to him, so he's in fourth. Safir Roshan then in fifth, followed by Zayad Razak there in sixth. Nitesh Ramdani in seventh, and Giovanni Melville bringing up the rear there in eighth position. Sachsenring should be quite difficult here. 10 seconds now left on the clock as they get those engines revved up. Lights out. And away they go, ladies and gentlemen. Great start there from Jaden Harrison. He's actually going to lose some time, actually, to Dominic Charles. It's not such a great start. Does he get him back on the break? No, he does not. They collide, though, on the inside. Zayad Razak looking to take that position from Raw Tab. And he does right now as they tiptoe into Omega Curve. Oh, we've got someone spinning out there at the back. Who was it? It's Rob Pertab, ladies and gentlemen, falling back, and he's all the way back into 7th position now. Shafani Melville with an issue. He's there in pit lane. Let's head back up on this one. Where is Zayad Razak? He's trying to catch up to the leaders here now as Jaden Harrison. Maybe Jaden Harrison has let this go here on the start, or did he? Because he's now having to chase down Dominic Charles as they head down into the back straight now. And this is called the Saxon curve. Jaden Harrison, oh, Dominic Charles with a really slow exit there. And Jaden setting himself up as they go uphill for the first time here in race format. Across the line, Jaden Harrison trying to get into the slipstream, but he cannot get it done. Dominic Charles with a way better exit there. Already defending on the inside line, but Jaden looking to make it work on the outside. What an amazing attempt there from the Jamaican, but nothing given. Dominic Charles letting off the brake just ever so slowly to let that car roll on by, keeping the lead of this race. As they fight on, though, the back end is coming up even closer to them. Zayad Razak and even Safir Roshan there now, breaking away from the rest of the pack there. Jaden Harrison might have to bide his time here on the attempts that he is willing to put forward to Dominic Charles. They don't want to scrub off the threads on these tires just yet. Really different lines here from the two as we ride now with the Jamaican. See how tipsy-turvy that corner is. Dominic Charles even going back to correct that oversteer there before he get back on power. Look, Jaden Harrison now having to fight the car, wrestle the car as well as he exited that turn. Matthias Parker now giving a little fight there to Safir Roshan then as well. Having a look on the inside, Matthias Parker, Safir leaving the door just a little bit cracked open there, and Matthias thinking that he had a chance now. And while that is happening, Raw Pratap is climbing back up the ladder here now, as he's now in 6th position. Jaden Harrison even closer now to the Trinidadian Dominic Charles. He's having a really good exit there, as the tires might be up to temp now. They're pushing even harder, these two. We're going to see flying lap times being put on the board quite soon, I believe. 250 something kilometers per hour as they end that back straightaway. Up the hill now they go. He's bringing that car alongside. He's trying to up and on the move, but he can't get it done. He's got way more pace there on the exit. They're almost pushing each other along. Look at the throttle work there from Jaden Harrison towards the bottom right hand side of your screen. You know, it's not just about getting back on the power, it's regulating the power as well as your braking. Doesn't seem as though these guys are even where he just touches the brake there as he went over that corner. Flat out here through this section, down the back straightaway. This is where they get up to 250 something kilometers per hour there. Almost 255 kilometers per hour there, I think. As they climb up the hill once more, ladies and gentlemen, to complete yet another lap here of the Sachsenring. Jaden Harrison and Dominic Charles clearly breaking away here now from the field. It's a 122.055 there from the Trinidadian. Don't want to look away just yet, but Robert Tapp is claiming time there to Matthias Park. He's just about 3/10 away there from Matthias Park now. This is where Jaden is much stronger here. You can see him clamoring back the time to Dominic Charles that is lost through that same downhill section there. They get back into the back straightaway now. And this is where Dominic Charles is able to lengthen the gap just a bit here to save himself from that overtake. Or maybe Jaden is just having fun with his food. We never know with these two guys at the front end of the pack. Now Rob Patap even closer to Matthias Parker now. He's having a look on the inside. Can he get it done here? As they both cross the line with flying laps there, but it's Jaden Harrison with the fastest one, 121.987. Rob Patap though on the exit of the penultimate turn got the pass done. Can he hold on to it though? As Matthias Parker will now tuck in the inside the slipstream here and try a late braking maneuver down into turn number 1. Can he get it done, Matthias Parker? Yes, he has. But can he hold on to it now? Jaden Harrison, though, as we look ahead, is even closer now than he was before. Let's take a look here. Does Dominic manage to get away from him? No. Jaden Harrison almost bringing that car alongside the Trinidadian now. Correcting that oversteer there quite nicely, Jaden Harrison, as they go up the hill once more. Gets back on the power now. Jaden Harrison, is not enough though. Dominic Charles just doing just enough to stay ahead of the Jamaican here. Meanwhile, Matthias Parker has been able to hold on to that 5th position ahead of Robert Tab. As a matter of fact, he's actually catching up now to Safir Roshan. Then Safir with an issue there, can see damage at the front end of that car. Where was that sustained? But now Matthias Park is going to try a pass there. He's unfortunately incomplete pass there from him. He's going to have to try again, but then now Rob Pertab is going to have a look-see with this one, as that little fight has brought him back into the clutches of Rob Pertab. Ron now trying the overtake on the outside and getting it done. Splendid pass there from Rob Pertab. Safir been able to get away from that one, as now Jaden Harrison door to door as they head around that corner, and he's gonna make that pass there. He's had to do something drastic, and now Dominic Charles with an even drastic move there. Or did Jaden just give it back to him, thinking, well, hey, that was a little bit unfortunate. Let me just correct that mistake there coming from Jaden Harrison. So he has given back the position there to Dominic Charles, and it's going to be reset there for the Jamaican now. And welcome on board to Nato's Chaos. If you have not already, hit that like button as well for us, please, as Jaden Harrison now sees the inside once more. This is where he needs to get it done. Can he get it done? It seems as though Dominic, yes, is on the back foot. Gets back on the power nicely, door to door again into this curve. He's going to have to do something drastic, and he has. But was it too drastic there from his elbows? Dominic Charles being shoved really wide, and that might go to the stewards there at the end of the race. But it seems as though Jaden is actually slowing down now. Yep, he has. And now Dominic is right back there with him. Will he give the position back, though? It doesn't seem so. It doesn't seem so at all. And now Dominic Charles is going to be like, hey, wait a minute. I'm not going to let you pass me like that. Matthias Parker now closer to Safir Roshandin for this 5th position. As Rob Patap does get that job done against Safir Roshandin. On the inside now is Matthias Parker, but he's outbreaking himself there once again. Sorry, broken himself. And Safir is able to regain and hold on to that position there. Oh, it's a little bit of slidey there from Matthias Parker. Dominic Charles losing pace now to Jaden Harrison in this one. With the pit window going live, I have not seen anyone take the pit lane just yet. Looking on back, Rob Patap is closing the gap here to Zayad Razak now. He's blinking those lights there to let him know that he is trying to come on by. Out of that corner there. Here comes Matthias Parker as well against Safir Roshandin right now. Down the front straightaway again. And is probably going to try breaking him into turn number 1. He's too far back this time around. Matthias Parker having to give up on that one. Ahead though, Rob Pertab getting even closer now to Zayad Razak as Dominic Charles loses more time now to Jaden Harrison. A much wider and faster line there from Rob Pertab, but as you see him get back on the pole, he's got to wrestle this car around that corner, and now Zayad has been able to breathe just a bit more. No! Rob Pertab will lose it entirely there, and he's got to watch how he gets back on the racing line, but Safir Roshandin and Matthias Parker able. Oh, and Matthias will lose the rear end there. Oh, he's going to have to watch himself. He does not get it corrected just yet. Oh, my goodness. What a Code Brown moment that was there for Matthias Parker to keep that car out of the wall and the gravel trap. As now Jaden Harrison is putting down fast times. 121.631 there from the Jamaican. With Dominic Charles almost a second adrift now. Safir been able to breathe once again. Zayad been able to breathe once again. Of course, we saw Rob Pertab losing that position there to Safir by going off track. And now he's got a lot more work to do. Mitesh Ramdani now up into 6th position as Matthias Parker seemingly struggling here still on this lap. Giovanni Melville with a late start in this race. Unfortunately, he's a lap down here. But some good points to be gained here at the end of this one. Plus, this with the pit stops there, the mandatory pit stops to come, he could still overshoot a bunch of guys here. You never know. You can't lose hope in these kind of situations, man. as Jaden Harrison comes across the line there to 121.559 now from him. He's trying to put in the fastest laps ever to get ahead of Dominic Charles because he knows anything can go wrong there in those pit stops. So he's got to get as much time as possible between himself and Dominic Charles, but it looks like Dominic is now struggling. You see him sliding that car there on entry to a mega curve in, and now he's going to have a huge gap to Jaden Harrison now. Actually, it still remains around the 1 second. So did he gain time while sliding through there? Interesting stuff here from round 5 at the Sachsenring. Of course, for our Caribbean Porsche Cup. Just a reminder that at the end of this cup, someone will be crowned the Caribbean Porsche Cup champion for 1 year and will receive a beautiful glass trophy with their name and, of course, the title with the year on it. Dominic Charles has already claimed such a trophy for our Caribbean GT3 Championship, and they were all shown the trophy and what it would look like here just last week. But he's not closing that gap there to Jaden Harrison in this one, as Raw Pratap is closing the gap to Safir Roshandin. Stick a ride on board with Raw Pratap now for a lap of the Sachsenring. On a technical track that it is, as Safir Roshan, it does go a little bit wide on that one, but so did Raw Pratap. You're hardly ever on the power around here, it seems, huh? Trying to stay off the curb there, and it seems as though it did make him faster there, Raw Pratap. And he's managed to close the gap immensely here. Heads down the back straightaway once more into the Saxon curve. Goes up the hill once more for the penultimate turn. Tries to bring that car alongside him. Can he get the pass done? Safir Roshan then almost handing it to him, but he does not have the pace here to fight him, so he's just going to stay with him behind. But fourth is now Raw Pratap's. Can the young Roshan then fight back now? We've seen Raw Pratap also lose it in the way he's driving this car. He's not quite comfortable, I should say. Not a lot of guys are actually in this car. They've got a lot of tuning to do to just get it to sit right in the palm of their hands, and not a lot of them have been able to get it done. As Matthias Parker now goes into pit lane, he is our first competitor to do so. Let's see what his pit time is. And being the first person here, he'll be able to get a read now on it. It's 38.91. The box time is 0.11. I don't think that is correct, as he is now going to have to be slow to get out of pit lane, because Dominic Charles and Jaden Harrison does come by now. So around 38 seconds there is the pit stop time that we got to look for, with just about 25 minutes left here in this race. When will our leaders pit? You can see Jaden Harrison trying to shake Dominic Charles, but he cannot get that done now. Dominic holding on to him. So will it be an overcut or an undercut here from the Trinidadian? Or does he pit the same time as Jaden Harrison? So Giovanni Melville now being lapped here from the two fastest guys on the track. And they do get through quite easily now. They are shown blue flags there whenever they are being lapped, so they do have to get out of the way. But I know for sure Dominic Charles will be hoping that he is seen with these back markers as they are known, that Jaden Harrison slows down. But unfortunately, Jaden has not been slowed down by the back markers, and so Dominic Charles still has to put his work in here to try and stay with Jaden Harrison and try and claw back some of that time now. Jaden is just so much more quicker, man. It's crazy, the difference here. One thing you do notice here with the setup, Dominic seems to be riding high here on the suspension. He's quite tall in this car compared to other cars I do see around the track. So for sure, that is something to take into consideration here in terms of setup. Jaden Harrison, I can say, seemingly is the same or almost the same because of the coloration. It might seem a little off, but you'll never know for sure. He does seem a little lower here than Dominic Charles. But it's always a point here and a point there, either positive or negative, to raise certain setup points here in the game, and I should say simulation rather. You know, people get a little bit upset when you say the game. It's no longer a game anymore once you're dealing with setups and having to fight real world physics in a setting like this. For instance, even the tracks are laser scanned to be precise as Dominic Charles heads into pit lane. It's a 121.421 there from Jaden Harrison. That is going to be a fast in lap if he can keep it up there for the next go around. But Dominic Charles heads into pit lane now. What will be his total time there? Brilliant stop there from the Trinidadian as well to get back on the brakes in his pit box. Rob Pratap too heads into pit lane as well. Rob Pratap trying to overcut here against Zayad Razak. It's going to be a 38.28 there from him. Mitesh Ramdani as well in the pit box as well. In his pit box. And now we will wait to see Raul Pratap's time. It's going to be a 38.7 there from the Guyanese. What about Mitesh Ramdani? Not a lot of time being lost here in the pit stop. Oh no, we've lost Mitesh Ramdani actually in that one. What about Jaden Harrison? Will he pit on this lap now? Yes, he will. Look at him setting himself up there to get back out of the pit box quite quickly. A little bit of Guyanese coming through there in the accent. In the pit box by as we would say. Saphir Roshanen as well gets into the pit box as well. Jaden Harrison will exit the pit lane with a 38.61 stop there. There is Dominic Charles coming up in the back of the field there, and it seems as though he's lost time now, Dominic Charles, to Jaden Harrison. Some +4 now, or 3 seconds to Dominic Charles on that stop. Incredible loss here. Zayad Razak has not stopped just yet. He's actually trying to capitalize here. Saphir with a 39.15. Rob Tab managing to get ahead now of the young Roshanen with that stop. But we're looking now at Zayad Razak and Rob Tab now for this third position. It seems as though he might be able to hold on to it. And yes, Zayad does get into the pit lane now. Great stop there from Zayad. Jaden and Dominic will cross over. And he's got about 20 seconds or so to Rob Tab. Just 10 seconds left to go here in the pit stop time. Will he be able to exit on time here? Zayad. Where is Rob Pratap? We can see him just about get over that hill there. And with a very finicky pit exit now for Zayad Razak. He gets back in here, but it's going to be a late stop there from Zayad Razak. He's actually lost a huge amount of time there to Rob Pratap. Rob Pratap would have much warmer tires as well too. So he's going to be able to be at a slight advantage here towards Zayad Razak. And you can see that advantage coming into play. He continuously flashes those lights there just to throw off Zayad Razak's concentration. Oh, heavy on the braking he goes there, Rob Pratap. He had to abort that one. This is the closest fight we've got to you right now. Jaden Harrison and Dominic Charles has checked out of this one. And Jaden Harrison has managed to put almost a 3-second lead there between himself and Dominic Charles. Meanwhile, those two are ahead by some 25 seconds to Zayad Razak, that is. Let's ride on board with Rob Pratap now as he continuously attacks Zayad Razak for this third position. Look at how he's got to fight that car there to get it to cooperate with him through that corner. It's a 121.388 there from Jaden Harrison as the fuel burns off there in that car. You will see them going even faster now. A lot of mental concentration here for Sachsenring, that is for sure. That's where they need to be careful as they get back on the pole there. That's it, the pit lane is closed, ladies and gentlemen. that's a really wide turn there for Mega Curvin from Raw Patab. It just seems as though he's struggling now, Raw, and is losing some time to Zayad Razak. A lot of understeer there. Oh, he should have a good run on Zayad now. Zayad with a huge mistake as he goes off track there. Raw Pratab sets himself up for the inside pass. Can he get it done? He's almost door to door there, but no. Zayad finding the grip on the outside of that corner. Fantastic stuff there from Zayad Razak. Oh, a huge mistake there from Zayad once more to run it a little bit more deep into that corner. Now Raw Pratab is all over the bumper of this Porsche 911. You can see him fight in this car, and mentally, physically, it's overbearing. Of course, they're on steering wheel and pedal setups, so for sure it's even worse to just be in this position physically as well. Oh my goodness, did you see what is written in the back of the car there? Do you follow Jesus this close? Or is it closely actually? And now on the inside, Zayad Razak left the door just a little bit open. He's running his lines quite calmly, it seems. As a matter of fact, let's take a ride on board with Zayad to see how it's going here in this cockpit. There, of course, is Raw Partab in the rearview mirrors of Zayad Razak's Porsche. Really better exit there from Zayad as against Raw Pratab. Of course, this is where Zayad is quite weak. That's where he runs it wide, and Raw Pratab is able to get even closer there through Omega Curvin, but we just saw Raw Pratab having to correct that oversteer. Clearly we can see Zayad with a better setup here that he is running against Raw Pratab. He's not having to fight the car as much. Into turn one, this battle goes once more, ladies and gentlemen. Zayad Razak doesn't seem like he's being pressured here from Raw Pratab. I can tell you what, looking at the way he's controlling that car from the inside. Raw Pratab, on the other hand, has got his work cut out for him. As you can see, the difference in which Raw has to coax this car around a corner. He's trying all different types of lines here. Does this one work? Oh, it doesn't seem so. He's got to oversteer there. Zayad Razak though with a mistake as well to run wide. On the inside too, he's got to watch his rearview mirrors. He doesn't want to be clamored by Raw Pratab. Now Raw Pratab with an even wider line to try and get the run here on Zayad Razak, and he might just have it. They're door to door here. Zayad Razak, will he be pushed wide like Dominic Charles? Almost he went onto the gravel trap there. Robert Tab does get up into third position. Can Zayat fight back now? Whoa, huge mistake there on the exit. Of course, we saw Robert Tab fighting that car on exit every single time. So now Zayat has capitalized on that and retaken the lead. While this is going on, Safir Roshanin is trying to clamber back some time now. And he's got enough time to do so as well, as long as these two keep fighting. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison has managed to open that gap by 5.5 seconds now. Dominic Charles struggling, it seems, in this setup. Jaden Harrison with a 1:21.343 for good measure. Continuously going faster here, the youngster. Like, I want to say youngster, but he's been around for quite a while now. As now Robert Tab seemingly has a good run as well. Gonna try it late breaking into the Saxon curve. They do collide once more. Zayad Razak. On the inside though, he's got a better line there, of course, and he's much more stable, Zayad Razak. Across the line once more they go. It's so close here for them. On the inside though, he outbreaks himself. Can he hold on to it? Yes, he does. Continuously runs it wide there on that corner. Rob Patab just getting the bumper ahead just a little bit. We're right back on board with Rob Patab now. Will he live up to his name, Mr. Third? Will he be able to grab this final podium step? He's got 7 minutes and just about 10 seconds left there in this race to do so. Zayad Razak though, quite calmly holding on to this position. Once more, Rob Patab will try to go down the inside of the Saxon curve. But this time around, he does not get elbows out. He does not push Zayad Razak wide. Oh, that is where you see him losing all the power. Rob Patab, when he gets back there on the power at the exit of that turn, he loses it all. Zafir Roshandin under 4 seconds now to these two. The youngster trying to get back up with them. Here you can see them ahead of him. He's driving the tires off of this car right now, I can tell you that. Oh, with a little bit of mistake there, he's gonna have to clear that up. Let's take a look back at this fight. It's calmed down for a bit right now. Of course, while driving that hard too, sometimes your wheels will over, the temperature will go over the optimal temperature. And so you've got to be able to cool those tires, get them back into the optimal temperature range to get back into the fight. Upper tap though, clamoring back some time now to Zayad Razak. Comes across the line. It's a much better exit there from Rob Patab. Maybe he has learned a bit more of how to deal with that car and his setup on the inside. He tries to outbrake Zayad Razak there, but Razak with a much better entry to clip the inside curb and apex of that corner. Zayad, so smooth here in the way he's driving around Sachsenring at the moment. just hear the rev of the engine of Safir Roshandin now as he's making his way towards this fight. We are in crunch time. That's under 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this race as Raw Pertab is right on the bumper now of that Porsche 911 of Zayad Razak. Having a look-see on the outside, nothing doing. Now he's going to have a look on the inside. He's going to switch back Zayad Razak. On the inside though, Raw Pertab, can he get elbows out this time around? Zayad Razak heavy on the brakes. He allows him to get in on that inside, but nothing doing at the moment. Oh, a turn in there, and both of them will run wide now. Zayad Razak does get back ahead. Yes, he has. Amazing fight here, and now Safir Roshandin under 2 seconds to them. Back on board with Raw. Look at the throttle responses there to the bottom right hand corner. Look at the speed and the braking as well as the gear that he is in. Patience is key in a race like this. How much more can he pressure Zayad Razak into fumbling and giving up this position? He's got the pace, Raw Pertab, at certain points of the track, not all of it. Particularly here, he's been able to get that car alongside. There is young Roshan there in the rearview mirror. He's trying to catch up to these two. Just under 3 minutes to do so. Oh, and he's going to have a huge mistake there. Raw Pertab and Safir Roshan, then we'll go ahead and Zayad Razak with a huge mistake as well. Safir is on the final podium step. My goodness, what has happened here? They have both lost it on the same lap, and with just under 2.5 minutes left to go, Safir Roshandin is on for his first podium finish here at CSRO. I told you guys not to discount or discredit this youngster. He's made it. He's done it. But can he hold on? Raw Pertab, Zayad Razak. They both have lost it on the same lap. At almost, I should say, at the same corner. Huge mistake once more there from Zayad. Oh no, and he's given a drive-through for cutting. He's obviously used up majority of his cut track warnings, that is. And unfortunately, with a mistake there, getting back on the track, he's going to take the drive-through. Yes, he's going to have to take it now if he doesn't want to be disqualified from the race, or time would be added to the end of his race. And that is it. Safir Roshandin, as long as he does not make a mistake here and Raw Pertab is able to come back, as Zayad does get back out of pit lane now. Quite unfortunate for Razak there on that one. But yep, rules are here to be followed. Jaden Harrison will set off on his final lap here of the Sachsenring, and he's done so in style with a 121.156 there. And he's almost 9 seconds clear of his rival Dominic Charles, the Trinidadian, there in second position. What an event this was tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, I've definitely enjoyed it. Hope you did too. Jaden Harrison, though, is going around to collect the checkered flag. If he can hold on to it, he goes off track now. What is going on? The tires are definitely off on these cars, or did he lose focus right there? He's got enough time in hand though. He's lost 3 seconds in that one. You can see Dominic Charles at the top of the hill there. And now here he comes, Jaden Harrison, around the penultimate turn to claim victory here at the Sachsenring. He's going to slide it out of that corner, actually, and win our 5th round of the Caribbean Porsche Cup. Dominic Charles goes off track for good measure there. Claims 2nd position now. And now young Safir Roshandin, no, never mind the 4th position being shown there. It's just because Giovanni Melville now and now Matthias Parker would have crossed the line after the race is finished. That Safir Roshandin will claim his first podium here at CSRO. I said it was coming. The youngster here, a son of a motor racing veteran in Guyana, Shiraz Roshandin, will claim his first podium here at CSRO. Congratulations to him, and of course we're gonna have to do a post-race interview with the youngster coming right up. Well, what a race that was, and I can tell you what, down to the end there with Zayad and Raw Pratap, unfortunately losing it, but Safir holding on to the end, youngster. Very well done to you. Congratulations. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you sound cool as a cucumber, my kid. I don't even know what is going on right now. You just I mean, yes, they did have an issue in front of you, but we saw you. We saw you coming up behind them. We saw you hitting out those laps, and we saw you basically grappling back. Talk us through it.
Well, I saw Raul and Zayad, and they were like a whole ton faster than me. And I saw like maybe like 10 minutes left, and I said, okay, it's my time to push, right? And I started closing up just a little bit, right? And when I saw them crash, oh my god. But I'm sorry to Raul, because I did bump him at the start, so he would have probably gone the 3rd place.
Well, if it's the start, tell you what, we've had 45 minutes to decide that, and it was decided towards the end. You didn't bump him in the final corner where he lost it, so this 3rd place is yours. I'll tell you what, do enjoy it. All right? And congratulations once again. Dominic, it doesn't seem as though you had the pace today for Jaden Harrison, bro. What is going through your mind right now?
Oh, not at all. So he just sent me his setup, and oh my god, my setup was a mess. Because he went the whole other direction than I did, and I was wondering at the start of the race. I knew I could jump him on the start. I knew for the first couple laps I could hold him off, but I also saw that he was having a little trouble with the tire temperature, trying to follow me, so he was sliding around a bit.
Correct.
But then I also noticed that his turn in was so much later than mine.
Yep.
I was like, oh my god, that is a setup problem, because I cannot do that.
Well,
I saw the lap times drop, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I tell you what, that guy was a bullet today, man. We heard him speaking about 21s. He's got the fastest time right now with a 21.156. Do you want to know what yours is? 21.569. Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, way off.
That was way off, man. But hopefully you have a sneak peek now into his secrecy, and you can be able to pull something off in the next round. Thanks a lot there, Dominic.
Thanks.
Jaden, I think you've set a precedence here at CSRO. You are the guy to beat now. Is that correct?
Whoa, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that yet.
Please talk us through that one for you.
Well, I thought it wouldn't be so easy because when I was behind Dominic, he had pretty good pace. Like leading, we were doing the exact same lap times, and it was kind of like the dirty air kind of was hard to deal with. But I kind of just said I'm gonna save the tires, go long, so I have the tires at the end, and then I kind of just started to do less behind him, and the car actually started to work somehow. Like the rear right just didn't overheat, and like I could stay behind him pretty easily. So I think at that point, I just tried to um just stay there, go the long run. But I had a chance to pass. I think we had a coming together twice, and I let him go because I think I pushed him off bad. But then I didn't see what happened in the next one. We're going through I think turn 6 so quickly. I didn't even know what happened. All I knew is that Dominic was in the gravel, but it was fun until the pit stop. I'm not sure what happened to Dominic in the pit stop because he lost like 2 seconds.
Yeah, he lost. I think he did lose a lot of time there. It stops as well. But hey, man, I mean, you're gonna. I think let's just check the current championship points now. Thank you for that, Jaden Harrison. Um, so I mean, it's been a great one here. But Dominic Charles still 104 points ahead of you, Jaden Harrison, 93 points. Will you be able, because I know you're a busy man these days, will you be able to complete this championship ahead of Dominic Charles? Can you say?
No, I think Dominic got that. Dominic
Really?
got that. Unless he has like a catastrophic failure, I think he has the championship.
My
He's too
goodness.
consistent.
My goodness. All right, there you have it, folks. But we are still to see that come to come to pass. So, I mean, that's what you say, but let's see what happens. Thanks a lot there from Jaden Harrison. I'll step away now to close off the stream. And ladies and gentlemen, wow. Let me just say thank you guys. Let me just say thank you guys for coming out tonight. Was a great event as well. To those who messed up or had some issues, of course we know things do happen. Get up and you go again for the next one. Hope to see you next weekend right here, same time, same place as well as we go to, I believe it's Hockenheimring. Is that correct? Yes, it is going to be Hockenheimring. So see you guys next weekend for Hockenheimring as I step away now to close the stream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful night of racing we've had. I want to say thanks a lot to our new subscribers. We've had a couple of guys as well. Alex Siebes, One Nation Limited, Tanatos Chaos, The Listening Ear. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Don't forget to hit that likes button as well. And I hope you've subscribed with the notification bell, because every time we go live or upload a video, you'll be able to have that notification come through on your mobile device. Once you're signed in on YouTube, on the YouTube app on your mobile devices, you'll be able to have that that notification. And every time we go live for a live race, we always go live like 5 to 10 minutes before, so you've got enough time to get ready to watch us or set up your stream in order to watch us. Just want to say thank you guys for joining us tonight. What an event that was. Let's go over the points now, actually. So yeah, Dominic Charles with 104 points. Jaden Harrison with 93. Raw Pertab with 72. Matthias Parker with 50. Raymond Siberan with 40. Unfortunately, Raymond was a no-show tonight. Mitesh Ramdani with 36 points, in 6th position. In 7th position, Safir Roshandin would have been able to climb up to that position with tonight's finish there on the podium step. Congratulations to him once more. 33 points to him, rather. Zayad Razak is the one he would have crossed over there with that one. Zayad, though, with enough points to keep him in 8th position. And Xavier Pratt, unfortunately, we lost him after the first issue we had here after practice. He's got 13 points there in 9th, and to close off 10th position, DeVille Park. He's actually sharing 10th position with Giovanni Melville. Melville with 12 points as well. And so Melville should be able to cross over from DeVille Park as long as DeVille is not present next weekend and is able to finish within the points as well. That is your top 10. Do look out for the full standings there on our on our social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. Of course, our video platforms, YouTube and TikTok, at the moment do not have standings or cannot post standings on. So just stay tuned to those other means of communication. But once again, thanks a lot, guys, for joining us tonight. What an eventful event that this was tonight. I've thoroughly enjoyed that one, and I hope you did too. All right, hope to see you next weekend, same time, same place.
Okay. Okay.